So your secret relationship, it seems like the cool kid likes to go and play D&D with this reject, who's also on the prom committee. So you're probably not like a goth or something. You're probably like just like a smarty pants. I don't know.
Then I'm not. Am I cool?
You are.
I'm actually cool.
You're
actually
cool, but you're
cool.
secretly a nerd, but you're ashamed.
This is like my high school experience.
Yeah, this is gonna get really intense. Okay, all right, let's keep going fast here.
Okay.
Now whose turn is it? Mine. Okay, so that gives me a need. We already know that you're D&D basement, so we can just whatever.
I'll use that on my turn.
okay.
I'll do that on my turn.
Okay, so we need a need.
Yep. Or objects or locations.
No, we've already got an object and location.
Okay.
It keeps things moving better, I think, when there are more needs than other stuff.
Sure.
All right, so looking at the dice, we could do
Revenge.
to get into or to get revenge.
Revenge.
Oh,
Revenge
revenge.
sounds pretty good.
Yeah, baby up.
Revenge.
Okay. At least I'm sorry I'm going to pin that on you to decide what the revenge is because...
There's one other thing she has to decide, too.
Okay, our special place is D&D table. Is that what it's called?
D&D basement.
The D&D basement. The D&D
So
basement.
Huber's the undercover cop. Mm-hmm. Who are you, Ian?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't really have any thing yet. I know that he's a cop. I know he has a gun, and I know where he keeps it. I am on the prom committee, and I need to get revenge. So I'm thinking maybe I'm like jealous.
You need to get
you or
revenge on that jerk Mike Tabuno.
Awesome. Is that? Oh, it's Lisa's
That's
turn.
We have
She
a 1
gets
and a
to pick.
3, right? It's either the popular kids or that jerk Mike Tabuno.
Well, actually, the last dice is random.
Yeah, the last one's
okay.
random. So Elise gets to pick
To get respect
to either
or to get
fill out
revenge.
your and Huber's to get respect need, or our need to get revenge. So one of them has to be a 1 or a 3 if we're following the dice. What's to get respect? 1 is through character assassination, and 3 is by standing up to the forces of darkness, and that's what he wanted.
I wanted the prom date.
yeah.
I can't
Can we do
get.
that?
We can do whatever we want.
We can stick to the dice.
No, we can do the prom date if you want. If it's
Do you
more
like? Do you
interesting.
prefer the darkness one, Huber?
I like them both.
He does, but I don't know how we'd play it.
Yeah,
like
it
them
might be a little.
I'm just thinking of Buffy, because I really like Buffy.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's what they mean. Like, I don't know if it's like vampires and stuff. It could be.
Forces of darkness?
Yeah.
They say that. Like,
Yeah, but you remember being in high school. The forces of darkness were like the teachers.
Right.
If you want to do the prom date, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do the last turn for that. So,
I mean, just do it.
okay.
Yeah. We can. Both of these can be wild. We can just do what's interesting.
So to get respect,
by showing up at prom with an astonishing date. So that means he wants to show up at prom with an astonishing date, and so do you.
And so do you.
It doesn't have to be the same person. I'm thinking maybe the cop wants to go with you, but who knows? That's up to you.
I gotta clear my head, man. I gotta get all this straight.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
go
No,
through
I'm
it in a
kinda
second.
confused.
We'll come up with
But-
names and stuff in a second, too. Okay, so now it's Huber's turn. You get to fill out our to get revenge, and you can pick any of them.
To get revenge on that jerk Mike Tabuno.
But who's Mike Tabuno?
Some
It sh-
random.
it should be on the popular kids because we used our random dice on this one.
Oh,
We should
So we
commit
only have
the
one? Okay.
If that's
feel like
how
We've
you
been
wanna
going
spin
by
it.
the rules
Yeah.
the whole time.
All right,
Let's
all
do
right.
it.
Yeah, on
popular
the
kids.
popular to get
Can
revenge.
Mike Tabuno
And that makes sense 'cause
be
we're-
a popular
Yes.
kid?
Oh, and we're
Yes, it can.
planning the prom.
Yeah, we're planning the prom.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dangerous. That's really dangerous. I love that.
Better let me take what date I want.
Also, I've got a gun, and I
Yeah.
know who's a cop. This could get crazy.
Okay.
Okay, so now everyone take a second to come up with your name and who you are. I think I'm gonna be a girl. And maybe real snotty. But I don't know. This is the hardest part. There's so much thought that goes into this. Okay. Oh God, that's classic. Didn't you use that before?
I use it in our skit.
Which skit?
Man ups.
Oh. Okay. Introduce yourself, Huber.
I am Jack Joyce.
Jack Joyce.
Jack Joyce.
Author?
No, what's cool about that is that's the name the undercover cop chose.
Yeah. It's the most cop name.
He gets a second chance at high school. He's like, I'm gonna be Jack Joyce.
Yeah. I'm gonna be Max Power. That's funny. Oops, my mic fell off. Sorry, viewers. Okay. All right. My name is Stephanie Quimby. I'm co-chair of the prom committee, but I'm only doing it because I sort of had to, and I want to get revenge on the popular kids because they burned me.
Burn.
Write your name on the backs too. It's easier for us to see then too.
My name is John Court. I like D&D. I don't like the popular kids because they're like mean to me. And generally, my best friend is this person next to me. Doesn't have a name yet, but she or he is pretty cool.
Who are you?
I don't know. Tanya Slater.
Tanya
Slater.
That's a good name.
Sounds like a popular kid.
Whatever. She doesn't give a shit.
Popular
Cool.
kids always have last names that sound like they could cut you in half.
Yeah.
Slater.
Slater. Tanya Slater.
Cool.
Okay, so how this game works is it's
Jack
two
Joyce.
acts with a tilt in the middle. We each get 2 scenes per act. Unless we're running out of card in Act 2, then we'll just do 1 or something. And you act out your scenes. It can involve other players. It can involve NPCs that one of us will fill in and pretend to be.
But we are playing them, so they're not quite NPCs.
Yeah, they're
Bit people.
bit characters.
characters.
Yeah, and so for this, what happens is, just a refresher, during the scene, whoever's not in the scene, so like if the scene is between Elise and Kyle, Huber and I would silently look at it. It works best if you can do it without interrupting the flow of the scene. Huber and I would be like, this is going pretty well, right? So whoever's scene it is, we pick a white die, and we'd be like, okay, this is going well for your character. This means that you succeed in whatever your goal was. So like if you're trying to convince her to tell people about you or whatever, we're like, yeah, it goes well, you do it, or whatever it is, so then that's a success. That just means you steer the scene is steered toward a successful end for your character. If you get a black die, it means it's a failure. Your character doesn't get what you want. The other person's like, no, fuck you, get out of here,
Yeah.
And then in Act 1 we give these dice away. In Act 2 we keep them for ourselves. That'll become important later on for if we see how we live or die, or whatever. Also, characters can die. Your character can die. It's fine. You'll just play. You'll play a flashback or various
Ghostly
other things.
characters.
Yeah, like when your turn happens. But I mean, it can be pretty crazy. So don't be afraid of going there. Usually in Act 2, things is when things get real nuts. Yeah. So. Usually things start off just kind of whatever. I can start. Oh yeah, one other thing is you can choose to establish your scene or resolve your scene. If you choose to establish, you say, okay, I'm here with Jack Joyce in the art room and we're making out or whatever. And then, but you can also choose to resolve, which means if you establish, everyone else chooses your outcome. If you choose to resolve, everyone else establishes the scene, and then you choose if it's a good or bad outcome for your character.
Tanya, what is our goal? What is our need?
You and I need to get respect by showing up at prom with an astonishing date.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, should we run through all that again?
Sure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you and Huber are the coolest kid in school.
I am the coolest kid in school, and then he is a fawning minion of mine.
Fawning minion of Tanya. We both want to show up at prom with an astonishing date. I am an undercover cop,
And I
And
know he's
Stephanie
a cop.
knows, and
the
we
one who knows.
share.
I'm the only one who knows.
We share a loaded, snub-nosed .38 revolver.
Which I figure is your service gun, that undercover gun.
Because it is kind of small. Yeah.
I just know where it is. I saw it.
All right. It's on
Oh,
my
and then you
boot.
asked him about
Yeah.
it.
It's
That's
on
probably
my
how you
boot.
found
I
out.
found out. I asked you. I
Yeah.
called you out on it, and I'm using it as leverage.
Okay.
Ooh. And then you and I are slaves to the man, co-chairs of the stupid prom committee. And we need to get revenge on those goddamn popular kids.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's why John Court joined the prom committee in the first place, is to get revenge on the popular kids.
Maybe we both hate Tanya.
My relationship
she
with
wouldn't-
Tanya actually is best friends forever. We're secret friends, so like I'm actually pretty cool with her. Location of our relationship is our special place, which is the D&D basement.
Is that your basement or hers?
It's not my basement.
Yeah, probably your basement.
Actually, there's a really cool guy named Rob. We go to his basement. It's just to be clear, it's not a D&D game with just the two of us. There are several other people at the table.
But they're all 27.
But they're all 27. Rob's
Rob's your cousin or
yeah,
something?
Rob's a really cool guy though. He's really cool.
Okay. So,
I'm writing that.
so does everybody get how to do it, basically?
Absolutely. Start us off.
It'll
Let's
happen.
go.
Okay. So I'm going to say that I'll establish a scene where Stephanie Quimby, for reasons unknown, has snuck into the men's locker room to do something. Who knows what I'm working on? But I find Jack Joyce in the locker room alone.
Time of day. What time is it?
It is 2:57, right after PE class has let out.
Okay.
And they've
Did
moved
I just
on
get out
to
of
the new-
PE?
But you're
sweating.
you're lingering.
Okay.
Okay. So I go in. I'm digging in a locker in the locker room.
Hey, what the hell are you
Whoa!
doing over here?
What are you doing in here?
What are you doing in
What
the
are you
men's
doing in here?
locker room? You're in the men's locker room.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to be in class.
I just got out of PE. I'm toweling down. I'm
Dilly-dallying.
sweating.
Dilly-dallying.
Let's not switch
Nice,
this
by
back
the
on
way.
me,
What are
Stephanie.
you, like 35?
No.
Look at your dick.
Whoa.
What are you, like 35?
Hey, don't go looking down there.
Well, it's right there.
This is the men's locker room. I ask you again, what are you doing in here, and what are you searching for in this locker?
That's none of your fucking business.
It absolutely is my
What are you, a
business.
That's pretty on the nose.
Listen, I don't know what kind of fantasy world you're living in. Stepping in men's locker rooms, staring at dicks after
Well,
lunch.
you're not supposed to be in here. You're supposed to be in class. There's a 10-minute shower period, which ended 5 minutes ago. I know the schedules. I am planning prom.
Then where the hell are you supposed to be?
I have a free period.
A badge falls out of the locker that says
Huh.
Mark Smith.
You are a cop!
It's my Halloween costume.
Halloween
Now you
was
spoiled
4
it.
months ago.
For next year, I had to plan ahead. I got to plan in advance.
You had to plan ahead, and your costume is a fucking police officer.
Yeah. The party
named
police.
Mark Smith? Mark Smith? Mark Smith.
Who the hell is Mark Smith?
You are! This is an official looking
A
badge.
single bullet falls from where the badge fell from.
My God! These are bullets. You have a gun in school?
I'm telling
Haven't you ever heard of
it's
Columbine?
a costume.
That is a real bullet. I know bullets. My dad had a gun.
Well, I'm not gonna have some fake costume. It's got to be the real deal.
There's a walkie-talkie in the locker. Hey, Mark, how's your undercover cop stuff going?
What?
Listen.
What? What? You're an undercover cop.
Listen to me right now.
What the fuck? Oh God. Listen, Mark. Hey.
Listen.
Listen.
If you tell anyone about this,
What's
I'll
in,
fucking kill you.
You can't do that. You're a cop.
What's in it for me? What's in it for me?
You can stare at my dick.
I'm not
All
interested
you
in your
want.
dick. This may surprise you, but I'm not interested in your dick.
Then what the hell are you doing snooping around in the men's locker room?
That's none of your fucking business.
Listen, I will shoot you in the face if you tell anyone about this. Are we clear?
We're clear.
Okay.
But now you're gonna do something for me. You've ever heard of somebody named Mike Tabuno?
That jerk?
Yeah. He's a real jerk.
What about it?
This is his locker.
Well, what do you got on?
I want you to plant some drugs. I was looking for some drugs. He doesn't have any. He's clean. You should plant some drugs. You're a cop. Or maybe the whole school gets to know.
We're on the same page.
You could shoot me in the fucking face. I don't care.
We'll plant some drugs.
Good.
All right.
That's a white, so Stephanie.
Okay.
That escalated.
I'm gonna give that to Jack fucking Joyce. Okay, so now it's Kyle's turn to establish or resolve a scene.
All right. Well, let's establish a scene. We're gonna meet John Court and Tanya Slater at Rob's D&D basement, mid-game.
Okay.
Actually, the game just ended because Rob's gone back upstairs.
Okay. Hey, dude, let's get some beers.
Yep.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
I
right.
can't believe Tiamat killed us right at the end, man.
It's bullshit.
Shit.
Next time we'll get them.
Yeah.
We're upstairs now.
Okay. Hey, Tanya, that was pretty cool what you did back there.
Thanks. Yeah, it's just I with the armor class that I have, it's just there's no way that I could have defeated him. But I tried what I could.
Hey, I gotta say, you're pretty cool for a popular girl.
Don't say that.
It's just like most of the other kids at school are kind of like jerks to me, and it's like cool that you're like down here and like what an armor.
I'm
class
not
is.
cool with you. We're not friends.
Oh. What do you mean?
What do you mean? We're not friends. This doesn't make us friends.
2 minutes ago, you looked me in the eyes, and you said, "I appreciate you."
Did you just try to touch my boob? What are you doing? I'm gonna call the cops.
I swear it was your shoulder. I tried to touch your shoulder. It's just like,
Hey, what are you guys doing down there? Get a room, Jesus.
okay, cool dudes, cool. You know what? I'm gonna go upstairs and grab 7-Up. Do you want a 7-Up?
No, I don't. I'm gonna leave the house in 10 minutes. You wait 10 minutes before you leave, okay? We're not leaving at the same time.
Wait, like you think there are people watching Rob's house?
I don't know.
That's insane.
When are we gonna play again?
At the same time next week, unless you want to sooner.
Yeah, I do.
Tanya, I don't get you.
Look, I'm popular. Everyone knows this. This is something about me that is ingrained in our school culture. You, however, there's a spectrum. You're not popular.
I know that.
Someone like me can't be seen with someone like you.
Yeah, but like nobody's watching Rob's door to see who comes out of Rob's house.
I have a pedigree. I should not even be at Rob's house.
Did not go well.
Look, Tanya, I'm gonna go grab that 7-Up. I'll see you next week.
All right.
Also, I love that you're gonna leave in 10 minutes. You wait 10 minutes and leave, so you're leaving at the same time. Okay, so give your die to somebody.
I'll give it to Tanya's black heart.
Yeah. Okay. So now, Elise, you can establish or resolve a scene.
Can you explain resolving a scene? I'm sorry.
Everyone else tells you where you are and what you're doing, and then you choose how it turns out for your character.
Okay.
So if you resolve, we tell you how it turns out.
Okay.
If you establish,
Got it.
Act 1 is a good, resolving in Act 2 if you're trying to get a certain number of dice is a thing you can do, but yeah.
Okay.
Can I establish a scene for you guys?
No.
You have to be, the
You have to
scene
be
has
in
to
it.
center around
Yeah.
you
To
on
be
your
in it?
turn, yeah.
Yeah.
So you haven't had a scene with
Huber yet.
Huber yet.
Yeah. Jack Joyce.
What's my real name? I already forgot.
Mark Smith?
Mark Smith.
You should write that, yeah.
Mark Smith.
Oh,
I have all these secret relationships, which is hard.
This
because
one's a
then I
public
need-
relationship.
This one's public. He's your fawning
my
minion.
fawning
Everyone knows he
minion.
hangs
He's
out
like
with
your
you.
big
That's
dumb
right.
football friend who
Yeah.
That's right.
He eats lunch with you
yeah.
and tells you how great you are.
Yeah. Because he knows your drug secret.
I guess.
She's a
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily. I'm just saying things.
Confusing.
You can choose to resolve if you want us to help you make a scene.
I guess I'll resolve it.